What up, fish homies? Today's a little bit different. Taylor's working and I just didn't want to do the whole packing up the car and everything and go gnarly fishing. A little tired today. So I'm gonna go to this little park down the street from my house. There's no catches on the FishBrain online app there. And I don't know, I've never fished there. I think they do have like a kids derby there one time a year or something, but that seemed like the kids just catch turtles and all types of weird stuff. They don't stock it or anything. It's super small and no one ever fishes there. End of story. But yeah, a lot of people have been requesting that I do a little video showing the old bluegill tank. Haven't showed that in a while now. And I just cleaned it yesterday and I think there's still some worms and I got some pellets. So I'm gonna feed those guys up. I already fed them a little bit yesterday, but like I said, everyone wants to see them. So I'm just gonna show you guys what they look like right now these days. And then maybe a little fishing later, who knows. I changed the lighting around in here too, so you can see them in their tank better. Oh, it looks like they're still hungry. I fed them a little bit earlier. They want more. Let's check them out. So yeah, a while ago, probably like almost a year ago now, me and the homies went to this Alondra park, another park by my house, and we caught these bluegill on rod and reel. I think we like drop shotted them with like a worm or something, I don't know. But anyways, we got this 60-gallon tank, paid like $7 for this little underwater plant, and they said it can't live in our tap water. They said we had to put it in reverse osmosis water and all this yada yada, and it needs a heater and stuff. And look at it now, it's doing fine, even growing a little flower. You can see it on top there, that little white thing. That's a flower coming out, boys and girls. You can see the old bluegills, they're just waiting for food. These guys are savages too. This is the big one, the big bouse. And then I think there's a couple more males in there. You can see they're getting color now. It's winter time, so the water's like 50 something degrees, so it's pretty cold, but you can see they're so hungry. I'm gonna see if I can get a good camera angle and see if you can see them eating. They eat anything, but I feed them a lot of these. They're just little food sticks for like big fish made by Hikari. It's like $8 for this pack, and it's lasted a long time now. I also feed them like mealworms, like these guys, and night crawlers that you get at like a bait store or whatever. And feeder fish, they eat everything, literally everything. You can go to your backyard, spray down the ground, and get some worms out, and they'll eat those bad boys. They like them chopped up though. They don't like them big. But let's see here. I'll give you a little top view first actually. But having fish like this is pretty cool because you can get a feel for what they're actually like in the wild. Like these guys are legit from the wild. We caught them on rod and reel, like I was saying. You can go back in our videos and find out the exact video where we actually got them and set this tank up and everything. But you can see how cool they are now. Just put some pellets in there and they'll start going to town on them. Maybe a couple more. Yep. So they love pellets, they love flakes, they love worms, they love fish. Anything that can fit in their mouth. Like I said though, they like smaller things better. So all we basically have in here is, I think there's 5 bluegill. Yeah, 5 bluegill. We got a plant. We got some stones that I got from my driveway. We got this piece of wood. I don't even know where I got that, but I had it. And then this sand is just from a pool store. It's just called pool filter sand, and it looks pretty natural. It actually looks really natural, so that's why we got it. And then these are just some rocks I got at Home Depot. These ones on the bottom, and the big one makes that his little house. You can see that here's the rocks right here. I don't have any more sand, but yeah. So this tank was like, I think I got this 60-gallon tank off Craigslist for like $50 or something, just online, real cheap. And then that light is just a LED like shop light from Home Depot. So basically a really cheap setup. It's outside. I just have like a little shed, but it's still the same temperature as outdoors. And you can see it's just setting on 2 cinder blocks on each side with some 2x4s across the middle. And then you just want to put like little slats right here. You can see like in between the tank there's a little gap in the 2x4. So we just have slats going down on each side, and that just like relieves the pressure from the middle, because if the middle hits something, the tank will crack, long story short. So yeah, it just helps to have like little slats or whatever you want on the sides, but you can see there's a gap going all the way across until there's another little slat or little wedge, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think those are important. And then we just have some sponges with like little PVC tubes in them, and those are just running off this little air pump. I don't even know where it is. You can see it. Oh yeah, there's the pump back there. So I don't know where I got that either, but you can get those on Craigslist and whatnot. And then we have the light on a timer. Hopefully it doesn't go off while we're chilling out here. You can also paint the back black. We use Plasti Dip. I didn't do it on this tank, but I do it on my other tanks. You can see some over there. I think it's empty. But if you do that on the back and the sides, it looks a lot cooler. This is just outside, so I didn't mind too much. You can see these guys are still hungry. So these are the mealworms, these guys right here. And what I do is just get my scissors. I can't really show you because I don't want to go get my tripod and stuff, but just chop them in half. Nice and easy. Don't look if you don't like to see that worm's getting chopped in half. Whoop. And then we grab one little side. And these guys love the worms more than anything. So I'm going to chop up a bunch of those and then we'll feed them. These are the worms chopped up on a little, the lid of their little enclosure thing. So there's like 13 pieces on there. And they'll be gone before you know it. One didn't even get to the bottom. Oh, there's still some more up there. There you go. They're all gone. So I see everyone have bass tanks and all these giant fish and stuff, but I'm a realist. I got like bluegills. They're pretty savage. They're just as savage as bass. They eat little fish. They eat worms. They eat pellets. They're easier to take care of than bass, honestly, because they'll eat anything, like I was saying. Even just regular flake fish food, they'll eat that. So bass are pretty picky and like live food. These guys like everything. They're super fun to mess with. You can just put your finger in there and they'll chase it or whatever. They're crazy. And they grow pretty fast when it's warm out and you feed them a lot more. But yeah, you can see I just fed them a bunch of pellets, fed them a bunch of worms, and they're still freaking hungry. And you can keep 5 in a 60 gallon, and that's plenty of room. Once they get bigger, I'm probably just gonna keep 2 of them, whatever ones pair off. But yeah, for now, the 60 gallon is just fine. But for bass, you need like 300 gallons and stuff. So I don't know, all those people getting bass tanks out there, I don't really agree with it because it's kind of messed up. And then people getting baby bass and putting them back in the wild is kind of weird too, because the bass can get diseases at your place or give your fish diseases or whatever. Bluegill, get them, grow them up, it's all good. Anyways, maybe next time we'll feed them some live fish and see what happens. They grub them really fast, even faster than the worms, so it's not going to be that much different. But maybe we'll put the GoPro and get some underwater footy. I'm just going to give them the rest of these pellets that I got out. See if they'll eat them all. Yep, look at that. They just love their food. And like I said, the water is like 50 degrees, so you don't need a heater. You don't even need a light, but I just put it on there for the video. Usually it's on the ceiling just chilling. So yeah, a few more pellets. Little savages. You can tell they're getting full when they start spitting them out because they're not swallowing them. They just kick it in their mouth, food like chipmunks. When they eat goldfish and stuff, they'll just swallow the goldfish whole, and you can like see the goldfish living in them. They just like swallow them slow. It's kind of messed up, but anyways, you can tell some are bigger than the others. Those are the males, especially this guy right here. We got them when they're all pretty much the same size, and the male, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but he's pretty much like double what the other ones are. You can tell by their ear flap. He has like a big old huge, I forget what it's called, like a something flap, but percular flap or something. And then you can tell these ones have really small ones, like this girl right here. That's definitely a female. You can see the difference in them actually right there. his big old ear flap, and she's got basically nothing there. Alright, one more thing I wanted to touch up on is that carp tournament. We are going to go ahead and start it. Enough people commented and hit us up on Instagram saying that they wanted to do it. So the last weekend of every month or every other month, we're going to have a little carp tournament. And we're going to have it at a different lake every time. We'll probably start it at Balboa because that's the best place probably to go in the winter. And then maybe next month we'll do it at Peck Road or something. Some people suggested Harbor, but they kind of have small fish, even though they're easy to catch. They're just really small. So if you want to do one at Harbor, let us know. But I think we're going to start with the first one at Balboa. And it's going to be like a 2-day thing. I think we're going to make a flyer and put it up on Instagram with all the rules we're going to have and exactly how much it's going to cost. I think it's just going to be a $20 or $25 buy-in and then winner take all. And hopefully we're going to be able to have like a fishing rod, and we're going to do a raffle so someone can win a free fishing rod, and then we're going to give away some shirts and hats obviously. So there's going to be some cool stuff there, as long as, as well as winning possibly a cash prize and having fun with a bunch of other dudes that are serious about carp fishing. But anyways, I'm about to do some of that myself over at this pond over here. I'm probably not gonna catch anything. Like I said, I don't even know if there's fish in there. I know there's ducks in there, but I don't wanna catch any ducks. And it's like 9 o'clock at night, so it's kind of like a last minute thing. I'm just gonna go for an hour or two, see what happens. But if I do catch something, you'll see it. If not, peace out for now, fish homies.